Hello, Final Fantasy fans, and welcome to Week 5, Day something or other of our 2020 Spring Tournament for Final Fantasy Randomizer. I am the Angry Canuck, and I am joined today in the mic by Q. How you doing today, buddy?
Not too bad. Just decided to pop in and take a seat next to you to watch this train wreck that's going to happen. Though I must admit, I'm a little leaning towards one player than another, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that and leave people guessing who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, I see we got the same party. I don't know if this was a draft. I never asked. Right now we got Fighter Rainbows, so this will be good magic-wise, and they got a good damage dealer, so going to see if both of our runners are ready, and I'll probably release them very shortly.
Now, mind you, if there is like literally, I've been watching a number of races as of late, and some of these races have literally had magic be on level 8. If this is one of those seeds, our players are going to have a hard, bad time here.
Alright, both of our runners are ready in the SRL room here, so I am going to release them in about very shortly a time. So are you hoping for the train wreck, or would you like to see a jet, Q?
You know, seeing a train wreck right now might be fun. So, why not? Let the trains hit the rails and jump them.
Alright, I released our runners, so we'll just wait for our stream to catch up, and then we should be good to go. So Fighter Rainbow, it's going to be interesting if Magic is not that good, because they're not really going to have a good swinger. First off, we are going to see some white magic armor.
Ooh, level 1 fade. Forget what I said. This is going to turn out very and Wake as well at level 1. So we got XXX, Slow 2, and Hold. Out of those, what do you what's tweaking your fancy?
Quad X, really good in early game enemies. Anything below 300 points, it will kill. So. Looks like Jaylow's not going to check the weapon and armor shops though, or the potion vendor. So we'll see what goes on there. It looks like he's going to head straight out and go to TOFR. Not checking the item shop either. That's interesting because if there's some cheap camping gear in there, I mean, it's an easy way to save. Looks like Ali is taking a water fight first. Looks like you might want to get a few levels before he moves on.
Well, there's also the fact that there's some rather luxurious buys in the shops. I mean, let's face it. The more you have under your belt, the better off you are in the long term in these matches. I mean, this isn't a sprint. This is a marathon.
I mean, they get 2 casters of Fade, so you can basically you pretty much take down anything you want at this point in the game right away. Jaylow finds the bottom chest.
And Garland ain't going nowhere.
There's some camping gear and an iron helmet. That'll be good armor for the fighter early. A little bit of absorb. Take that shot from Garland when Garland delivers the big smash.
And it seems like, oh wow, Werewolves just showed Lit 3. Ouch! Looks like Ali may have done herself some favors.
Yeah, that's not going to be pretty in March either. So Ali's going to check these chests first, and going to come across the same fight.
Yeah. I have yet to see Imps of Nuke yet, and I'm literally hoping to see them.
You don't want to see them.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Alright, looks like Jaylow gets away from that pack of imps. See if Jaylow decides to go straight into Garland, because he knows the chests are no good, yeah. This is probably what I would have done too. Gonna fade Garland right out here.
And it looks like Ali found Bones. Bones have Trance, which, if I'm not mistaken, stuns, and looks like the fighter and White Mage are taking a suspended animation now.
And we get loot from the King and Ruby from Sarah. So that Ruby will turn into 2 checks if they can find that canal. So we'll have to see what Jaylow decides to do now. Is he going to check Matoya? I like to check Matoya if I don't have much money on the way to Provoca, because there is 3 free chests. So we'll see what Jaylow decides to do, though. Meanwhile,
and it looks like Ali just one-shotted Garland right in the face and sent him back to Oz.
looks like Jaylow is going to take the Matoya route here. Ooh, so Hadge would sleep. That could be bad on the water. But with Fade, you don't gotta worry about too much early game enemies. Fade will pretty much do what Nuke does. It's the white equivalent of Nuke.
Seems like we're having a pretty even balance here between spells and enemy attack patterns. So this isn't going to be so jetty as one would have thought from it. Jaylow just wiped the thunder.
Werewolves with thunder, werewolves with... Oh my... The 3? Wow, the wolves are not playing around tonight.
Don't turn your back to the wolf pack.
So Jaylow's going to give it another shot. Meanwhile, AliGerBrap is going to head straight for Provoca to take on the Pirates and see what Vicky has to offer today. Jaylow makes a clean run in and gets more camping gear, a little bit of cash. Oh, and there's the loose canal.
Now that brings up some thoughts there. Are we going to see possibly a loose canoe?
I don't know, but now that Jaylow's got that, now that he's got the canal, he does have the ruby. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to decide to do those 2 chest checks before he goes to Provoca.
And Ali just found a tail on the nice kindly pirate.
So there's promotion. Ooh, cheap chain armor for 22 gold. That'll be good for the fighter and the red mage. Meanwhile, Creep's pulling out slow on the old fighter. Not to be smart to begin with.
Box of rocks.
Fog, anti-mute, soft, and anti-ice. That's pretty bad level 2 ice. Level 2 white level. Not much there you want. Soft to be good, because soft potions are normally expensive.
And Fire 3 just came out of the woodwork.
Yeah, that'll be something good for the black mage to spout around. So you get Fade, Fire 3, Quad X. Marsh Cave's going to be pretty decent. But with the canal, though, I think Marsh is going to be avoided for a little while by Jaylow.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I can see that. But I mean, it's, you know how things are. I mean, Marsh Cave is high risk, high reward, and we haven't even seen what's done with Elfland. I mean, if there's a wart spell there, I mean, come on. It's really easy to just pop in, see what's in there, and get out.
Ooh, so he's giving out the free crack tonight. But the thing is, I mean, Jaylow's got that ruby now, and he can check Crescent Lake. So he's actually got 3 key item checks open to him at the moment. So I think that would probably take precedence over going to Elfland at this point in time. Meanwhile, AliGerBrap is about to get his canal, and he's already got Matoya. He's already got Vicky done. So we'll see if he decides to go to the Outer Sea right away, or if he decides to hit up Elfland, see what kind of spells and stuff they have down there first. If it was me, I'd be heading for that ruby turn-in right away. Because it's 2 key checks. You know, you get a floater or a canoe, hey, you're in business.
But what about that time when you skipped over a slab turn-in?
Yeah, we don't like to talk about my matches. Meanwhile, AliGerBrap taking out some ogres and creeps. So it's pretty interesting. Runners are pretty neck and neck, going through the same motions. So let's see what Ali does next. Is he going to check dwarves? Is he going to do that Q? Is he going to do the ruby? Crescent Lake? I mean, there's so many options open with that canal. It's interesting to see how our runners route this out.
I would take more of a thorough measure. I mean, literally, level 3 and level 4 magic. I mean, you don't know what's there. You could have life. You could have life 2. You could have fast there. You can have any number of spells. The spells are open right now. I just literally would take a detour to Elfland. No matter, even if you skip Marsh Game, just take a look just to see what's there, just to know what you got working with you.
Yeah, but look at the gold you have. You got 1,200 gold. You'd be lucky to afford one spell at level 3, and you're not getting one at level 4.
But at least you know the list.
Checks.
At least you know the list.
Yeah, but you have to go to Elfland anyway. Why double dip? You're gonna have to go there when you get the herb eventually. So why
True.
all in one?
I see your point. I see your point.
Yeah, that's the way I run it, but that's also why I lose, I guess. Alright, dwarves first look. A little bit of money, a little bit of change, a little bit of change.
A reset there.
Money. And
Yeah.
Yeah, AliGerBrap is now heading towards that ruby tournament, as I figured. Or you might be doing Crescent Lake. I don't think you're going to see Elfland until he has a bit more money. Meanwhile, it looks like Jaylow is heading for Elfland at the moment. So both of these plays are good. I mean, you can't fault either player for making these plays, but I think I'd rather get the key checks out of the way first, get that bonus experience from each item you gain 5%. So if AliGerBrap gets all 3 of these, he's going to have a 15% experience advantage. It's worth doing. It's going to be hard without camping gear, but... Ooh.
And it looks like Ali just took a dirt nap.
Wow, the enemies are not messing around this early game. Oh, and there's Nuke, level 3.
And as I had said, all it takes is a few moments to pop in and take a look at the spells. You never know what you're going to find.
Black Mage, online. Alright, AliGerBrap has taken a little detour in Melman. Gonna get it in, might check the spells, never know. Nope. Heading straight for that ruby again. Meanwhile, Jaylow going to check level 4. Let's see what we have. We have... Ooh, exit.
Exit.
Can't afford it right at the moment, but I'm sure he'll put that in memory banks.
Hey, you know, there's plenty of boxes that could possibly have gold in them.
Ooh, there's Warp at level 4. And Jaylow re-rolling? This late?
High risk, high reward, I'm hoping.
Yeah, he's seen the nuke. He's seen the fade. Yeah, it looks like he's going all offense on this one. I kind of don't like this. It's a little late to re-roll. I think if you're not going to re-roll within the first 2 minutes, you probably shouldn't. Meanwhile, Arna has...
Yeah, I can see where you're going. I can see where you're going with it. And Ali just picked up the cube there, but also Ali just picked up about 11 minutes ahead of the game. So I mean, only thing I can say is high risk, high reward. I wish Jaylow luck with this, but
Oh, did the ghouls just have death touch?
looks like it. Actually, I do believe Ali had found that out earlier in her in his last attempt trying to pull ahead into going into Ruby.
Well, Jaylow knows what chests he got hit and what he doesn't. So, like I said, this is very high risk, high reward play. But I mean, I think if you're going to re-roll, you shouldn't do it any later than 2 minutes at most into the game, not 10, because you're giving your opponent shadows with squint. Holy lifting, these enemies suck.
only thing I would be looking for right now, and this is I'd be shoving all the key items aside. I'd be looking for a ribbon. I mean, literally. Right now, everything right now has frickin' death, has frickin' stun. We're talking about enemies that basically are acting like they're chaos themselves.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen enemies with bad skills like this at low levels. It'll be fun. Meanwhile, he's gonna Black Shirt's a big pickup. And a nice house. There's an adamant, so that's a good check-in in dwarfs.
Wow.
Haven't been to dwarfs yet, so that'll be a good turn in for sure. Another key item check, another 5% experience. So in your opinion, Q, do you think that re-roll by Jaylow was a good idea?
Stacking fades, stacking nukes, getting that power up. I mean, literally, it's kind of like doing a drag race here. I mean, your start can be a little slow, but if your engine has the forces up under it, it can catch up. I mean, this is kind of like an RT versus a Hellcat. And I think Jaylow's got the point. Is at the point to equip up the Elephant engine with 3 red mages.
And those shadows are unrunnable too, so that is dangerous. But given up the 11 minutes, I don't know about that. Anyway,
Hey.
I'll pick up this stuff again because the Grey Wolf said, "Nope, you're not getting out of here."
Hey, we still don't know what's going to happen in Topher. I mean, Topher could be like a complete and utter mess, or it could be paper. I mean, literally. So, you know, I kind of like the build, but I also feel that the timing's really going to play. I mean, literally, it's going to depend on how tough the 4 fiends are.
Well, if he loses the game by 11 minutes, we'll know what happened.
Certainly.
I think AliGerBrap might actually get out of this cave. I don't think the arachnids had anything to... Well, never mind. I spoke too soon.
Cremate, Trance, Death Touch. What else are we going to start seeing? We already know these wolves have thunder. And lo and behold.
And AliGerBrap has no camping gear, so he can't save. So this little snafu here could be what Jaylow needs to catch up. Providing Jaylow doesn't go through the same issue here. This is why you like to buy camping gear, because you always like to be able to save. But he does have those houses. So I don't know why he doesn't pop that house once he gets out. I would right away. I wouldn't even hesitate.
I agree, but you know, some people, when they have only one item, they feel that they have to cling to it like Golem does his precious.
Yeah, I'd be more interested in this non-wiping than I would be in whether I had a house. But AliGerBrap is out of the cave, and he is going to make his way, I'm going to say Crescent Lake.
That's the only stop he's got right now, as far as progression. I mean, if he's looking for it, and honestly, right now I would say yeah.
I mean, if you look at Jaylow's side, he's ripe for a pop grind right now. Get 300 mages with Fade, you would bank some money, get some levels.
But what would you grind right now? I mean, there's no grind tiles are known right now. But then again, you know, you've got, you know, if we can find the canoe, you know, that opens up the whole about 90% of the map, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, if they do find a canoe, the only thing they won't be able to get to is Gaia and Lefane, and the Cardi Isles. That's the only stuff that's actually airship locked. But Jaylow just grabbed Matoya's canal, so he's making good time. He's gonna catch up.
And we might actually see a harmony party between the Vorpal and the Mesa over on Jaylow's side.
These early game enemies having all these bad spells. Hold well late game, but come on, Ali, you gotta pop that house. You got 2 cabins. What are you waiting for? Well, you should make it back now, so that'll be good.
What were you saying? What were you saying there?
Oh, so Hag's missing with everybody on the crack. I'm surprised. But they got sleep too. Oh man, that's bad. Meanwhile, Ali does make it back to Melman. Got his 2 key items in hand, so let's see if he goes and checks the adamant or if he heads for Crescent Lake.
Looks like our tractor has a little bet for you. He's basically saying that he believes Jaylow is going to catch up and possibly.
We will see. Only time will tell. We know what the dwarves had. Just a little bit of that's change. So now we're going to see what AliGerBrap gets from the adamant, and he gets, there it is, the canoe.
Cha-ching!
World is wide open.
Volcano, ice, here we come.
Ordeal is open. Waterfall.
Northeast Castle.
But I mean, right now, probably the road will be you go to Crescent Lake, get the key item there, and then you can hit Volcano and Ice right there. I mean, you got nukes, you got Fade, I mean...
Ali does not have nukes. Never went to Elfland.
Aside from Sahags with Sleep and Crack, there's not too much to stop Jaylow at the moment. Ali's back in Canaria. Gonna revive his fighter and hopefully buy some camping gear. Cheese, all the beginning enemies have been bad. Gerwolves have Thunder, Werewolves have Lit 3, Sahags have Crack, Sleep. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Ghouls have Death Touch, and I think Geist do as well. So, Earth's going to be bad. Marsh is going to be bad. I'd say even possibly, I mean, if Garwolves are over in Ice Cave can get really bad.
Question in chat, Cheese. Jaylow re-rolled at the 11-minute mark because of Fade and Nuke being at levels 2 and 3, so I think he just wanted a lot of high-powered charges of Fade and Nuke just to rip through the game as fast as he could. So we'll see how that pays off for him, even though he did lose the 11 minutes. AliGerBrap heading south. One can only... Oh, he's going by Marsh. Oh, he's probably going to come up Elfland from the south. Still a smart play. Dock here in the south, and you can get to Volcano and Earth rather easily from here.
And that works.
Alright, Jaylow is now in Titan's Trove as well. Gonna feed the Titan. I don't know how much money. Oh, I only get like 4 grand, so he's gonna see Nuke. He's gonna be happy, but he's only gonna be able to afford it on one character. Especially now that he's bought that longsword for his fighter. On Arachnids with Invis too, that's a pretty big time waste. Plus they have pre-made. Yeah, this has not been a friendly seat to either of these runners so far.
I asked for a train wreck. It seems like the fates heard me loud and clear.
I doubt these 2 runners will let me roll anything for them anytime soon. Alright, AliGerBrap is out of Elfland, and looks like, yeah, like we figured, gonna head for Crescent Lake. Jaylow picks up his adamant, so AliGerBrap head for Crescent Lake, see what the old sages have for us, and then probably head towards Ice or Volcano. It's 50-50 which way you want to go.
I'd be like praying for a fast at level 5 and level 6. Excuse me, level 6 right now, because we haven't seen Fade, we haven't seen Invis, we haven't seen Saber or Temper. We haven't seen any of the ghost spells that are needed to boost a fighter at all.
Well, oh, Trolls with Frost. Well, he never showed us level 5 black, so we don't know what's in there yet. But, yeah, you want fast not to land. Fast and temper landing in the same slot is actually it's not what you want to see. Alright, now he's made it to Elfland, and Jaylow lost to the spiders again. Oh, cheap pro rings, 8k. That'll be good later on, unless they find him in chests first. Jaylow gonna try again here.
Now, educate me if you would. Pro rings do they give you any kind of resistance to death touch?
They do not. If something's gonna death touch you, you're going down.
Then that's a miss. And there's the crown. Oh my.
Fetch first.
That's actually a very terrible location to have the crown pop up.
Yeah, but now do you... Because you're not that far away. You're just a sail and a walk. Now do you take the free check? Or are you going to go through volcano and ice to see what you got?
You have hags with sleep and whatever other nasties. You have Garwolves with bloomin' thunder. You have reapers, not geist and ghouls. Reapers, the bloomin' death himself, wandering around. Yeah, nice and easy walk there through the ghettos of Memphis.
Yeah, but shadows don't appear in the walk between Elfland and Astos' castle.
But Garwolves do.
And it looks like that's what Ali seems to be doing, sailing away from Crescent Lake. So maybe he's going back to check his crown? Meanwhile, Jaylow finally gets the cube. We'll see if he has any luck getting back from here.
Yeah, chat. Thank you for pointing that out. Can we get some help with the title here, because that's not our title.
Here's the shadows. I'm not sure if Jaylow's seen these things yet, or what they have, but...
CDI, thank you very much.
Yeah, looks like I was going to sail back. Passing this crown right away. I like this play. Because if this happens to be a floater, I mean, this is a major play right here. With the Condi old king gives us a Thor's hammer.
Well,
that's definitely resettable.
Well, at least we got the dildo back.
I mean, that's not going to be much good to Jaylow, because I mean, Jaylow's got all the high-powered spells anyway, and he's got no one that can rock Thor's hammer. So we'll see if he decides to chase the crown. Thank you, CD. Alright, looks like AliGerBrap's gonna head back towards Volcano and Ice, I would say. Although he's in the area, if he sails straight south, he will come across Ordeals. So he may decide to hit up Ordeals first. Nope, looks like he's gonna do the Volcano or the Volcano Ice. Can't say I blame him, both are incentivized. Just don't have warp though, so you're gonna have to do Ice twice. He's gonna buy his second loot spell. So I mean, they got all the high-powered magic they can use at the moment.
High-powered damage, but the buff, I'm just not seeing much buff right now. I mean, are we going to have a buffless run? I mean, can we actually see 10 nukes kill chaos? I mean, that's something to consider.
It's possible. Anything's possible.
If that's the case, then Jaylow's definitely sitting high on the horse.
Alright, I think I've brought a few cabins, so they don't have any houses, they don't got much money. It's gonna make Volcano and Ice rather tricky, so... But I mean, if you go Volcano first, you got the armory, you got all these chests checks on you. You're probably gonna make mad bank anyway.
I can't disagree. I mean, it's literally at this point the biggest treasure trove of ratio of pouring out lottery tickets is Volcano.
It looks like Ali is going over deals first.
Well, it's an easy pick. I mean, as long as Ordeals isn't as crazy as our low-level friends are.
No, and it's not a fire sale from Melfland, so I can agree with this play. It's incentivized. There's chests you can check. It's normally the easier of the dungeons to do between here, fire, and ice, so it ain't really a bad go-over. We haven't seen anything bad in here because what's on the outside is not in here, so we're going to get to see new enemies now.
And there's some possible ground tiles that are they're in here that you can use to level up, and we're going to see what Zombols have.
Well, it looks like Jaylow got caught by some hags. He's caught sleeping here. Well, with fades and nukes, I don't think Zombols are gonna. No, they rolled pretty low actually. Alright, let's see if Ali has any trouble with this maze, because he doesn't have warp, so if he gets sent back, he's not going to be able to repair the mistake.
Even with a few mistakes made here and there right now, it seems kind of like Jaylow is having a hard time with some normally pretty easy opponents.
They have Crack, they have Sleep, they have Fire 3, they have Cure 3. The hags are loaded for bear in this run.
And you can run into them all over the place. They're not rare pops.
Just on the water.
Which
trap tile? Who knows? Hopefully not. Thank you again, CD Improv, for changing that information for us. Much appreciated. While you're at it, folks, show these runners some love, give them a follow, as well as our restreamer Cyrinus, and he's doing the good works behind the scene. Ooh, a troll trap tile. That sounds very good.
And my streams are normally over on Mixer. Hey, yeah, I know I backstab Amazon, but as far as I'm concerned, Amazon isn't exactly my friend when it comes to streaming.
That mage staff's going to be nice as well. But I think I'm going to put that on the fighter. Because, I mean, your fighter really has nothing to do right now because he's not swinging anything big. I mean, your white mage has fade. Your red and black have nuke and fade, fire 3s. I mean, your mage staff is not going to get much use on that white mage. And here's the cached AliGerBrap's looking for. Plus, a Thorax Hammer will actually be good for the white mage once you're promoted, because that is the best weapon the white wizard can wield. Alright, what's Ali gonna get for his troubles for ordeals? Ooh, the Mystic Key. Oh, Jaylow found some peas. What do these things have for us?
The key is in ordeals. So, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the floater is block-walked by the key, and I'd say it's probably either in Marsh or in Elfland's treasury.
That's a pretty bold prediction right there.
Hey, we've kind of gone through some of the more easier quest lines, and not finding much as far as basically getting out of the water. So I'd say the floater right now is floating around.
All right, Jaylow is now in Crescent Lake. He's made up some time. I'd say he's probably only maybe 8 or 9 minutes behind Ali now, because he did have trouble going for his ruby as well, so We'll see if he goes back for the crown right away, or if he decides to do fire and ice. Looks like Ali is heading for the waterfall now. I like this play because you're still looking for that vendor item as well, right? So, I mean, the floater could be for sale somewhere. Bam, you're in the air.
That would be nice, but I don't know. This particular seed combination has had a lot of chimes coming up into the sales from what I'm seeing.
Alright, no vendor item, so it's the Caravan or Gaia.
And if it's Gaia, that means the floater has got to be somewhere.
Yeah, I mean the floater's on the vendor item because the floater cannot be blocked by itself. Alright, Jaylow's spreading his sea legs away from Crescent Lake. See where he decides to go now. I don't know if Ali checked the caravan. I didn't see if he went that way.
Nope. Hasn't even batted an eye at it. Actually, he's going straight for waterfall, and looks like that's the plan game plan.
Well, there is 6 chests and an incentivized item, so Jaylow's about to get his bad news about the crown. We'll see if he resets out right away because I'm pretty sure he doesn't need a Thor's hammer.
No, looks like he wants to take his frustrations out on Astros and beat him into a pulp.
Meanwhile, the river encounters are never nothing to sneeze at. Those gators always hit like Mack trucks. Alright, let's see if Jaylow's going to decide fire ice or if he's going to go ordeals waterfall. What's he going to do?
Looks like it's looks like Melman. Looks like he's wanting to pick up a save here and possibly. I mean, I'm hoping it's not just for a save. That's pretty much what's going on. Looks like he's going for a waterfall. At least I hope.
Jaylow's heading south, so the way Jaylow's heading, this is. We'll see when he makes the turn here. If he keeps going south, then he's probably hitting for ordeals, but if he starts to go east, he's probably heading for fire and ice. I'm gonna guess he's heading for fire and ice right now.
Then why even touch Melmon? I mean, why?
To get an in, get his spell charges back, because you're gonna see stuff like this.
True. I mean, it's been slipping our minds left and right that sea right now actually can be a threat.
Yeah, the sea is not the place you want to be. Neither is the forest, though, really. There's actually no place in the sea you want to be right now.
Actually, I'd say the rivers have been fairly safe. I mean, as odd as it might seem, they've been pretty tame compared to the rest of the sea.
Yeah, the hags are definitely not doing our runners any favors.
These hags are basically Chaos's middle finger at these runs.
Oh, ambushed by a bunch of mummies. Let's see what these things have now.
It'll be funny if they have nothing.
Oh, looks like they just want to attack. This is a good experience, though. Ali's getting levels as he goes. Walking levels are always good, so you don't have to, grind. And there's OB. It's been a while since I've seen.
I actually like this area for grinding. Nightmares aren't doing much. Then again.
And nightmares are weak to ice, so that black shirt that he picked up will really help against the nightmare. Oh, there's a nice trap tile. Robot was trying to learn somebody's language.
C-3PO must have had some issues trying to translate that.
Okay, but Ice Shield would be good. Good armor for your fighter. Something else for one of your mages. Alright, then a long walk out.
And it seems like Jaylow is making a run for her deals.
Yeah, so one of our runners leaving Ice and Volcano alone at the moment, so it's not a bad idea. I mean, you do have the spells, but you really don't have the levels, and Ice can get fairly nasty if you gotta run through it twice without warp, so...
Well, we know where warp and exit happen to be, so... Only thing I got to say is... I mean, everyone should have enough levels, enough charges to be able to pull it out, so why not? I mean, the gold right now is there. I mean, why not go back and grab it?
Time, mostly. Warp and exit aren't exactly, you know... I wouldn't call them 100% needed when you got a bunch of nukes and fade charges. And you want to get walking levels anyway, so...
I can see I can see your point, but from the other side of the coin, why not just get them and so basically you can basically shave off some seconds. I mean, drift some.
No, I agree. You make a great point as well. I mean, it's basically runner's preference. Would you rather get stuff done, or you want to take the 2 or 3 minutes it's going to take you to grab those 2 spells, right? So, it'd be interesting to see what Ali does here now. No Oxyale, so you can't go into C. See if he decides to check the caravan. Maybe the item will be there. Oh, man cast with 4 hits. That's never pretty.
You know, I'm starting to think neither one of our players really give a care about the vendor item right now. I mean, I think these guys are a little drunk on the fades and nukes.
Well, the C didn't start off too great for both of them, so they both gotta feel like, okay, I had this much issues. If my opponent didn't, then I'm way behind. It looks like Ali's not gonna check the caravan. This could be a kick in the teeth if that caravan holds the item, but it's hard to say. Alright, so I imagine Ali's probably going to head back towards Ice and Fire now. Those are probably his next 2 choices. Meanwhile, Jaylow's making short work of Ordeal, but I mean, with 9 casts of Nuke and 15 casts of Fade, there's not too much that's going to stop you along the way.
Right now, currently, the only place it could be right now, unless Floater is sitting out there in a box somewhere. The only place where the Floater could be is either in a box or at the caravan. I think we've already seen every vendor.
I think Ali's gonna do key checks now. I like this because this is 3 chests. You might see something good, or you might see absolutely nothing in the L-Plan treasury.
Strike one for me.
Looks like Ali's gonna head for level 4 spells, so maybe he's got enough to purchase that warp, which will make Ice Cave so much better. Oh yeah, look at that cash. He can get whatever he wants. Massive roll. He didn't put the exit boss in slot 1 though, so that's nothing wrong with that. Meanwhile, Jaylow grabs his key and is making good time. He's catching up to Ali pretty good here, so. But now in Warp and Exit, I mean, Ice is 1 trip. So. Alright, AliGerBrap is now heading to... where's he going now?
I think you might be trying to get back over to the other chest that's our key locked. Certainly looks like it.
Dwarfs. Oh, he's gonna check Northwest Castle too on his way up. This is a good idea because there's 3 trap piles here. If you find a really good trap pile, this would be a wicked spot to grind some levels. Okay, he's gonna do dwarfs first.
And go through the intro.
Getting the boss bridge at the 42-minute mark. There is still 0 loose found, so We're still on the hunt for a couple of loops and some more weapons and armor. More money, more money, more money. Ooh, ice armor will be nice for your fire.
Looks like the dwarves have been mining up a lot of gold.
Yeah, not a lot to help the runners though. It does have warp now, so it'll make it easy to exit out of here. Or we can walk. Alright, let's say we got Jaylow heading for the waterfall now on rack area. See if he decides to check the caravan vendor. Meanwhile, AliGerBrap's gonna go look for level 5 magic. We haven't seen level 5 yet, so this could be our fast and temper. There's a life spell. That'll be handy.
Well, ruse. I don't know how I feel about that being at level 5.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd pick up heal 3 at level 5. Cause that's, you're not gonna get a lot of charges. Ooh, lock 2, that'll be a good pickup. So it's up like fast and temper are up in the 6, 7, and 8 area here. Actually 7 or 8. Those are the only spells we haven't seen yet.
So our players are going to have to get some levels up to be able to even hope to be able to do night strats. And looks like this one's going to have be very red mage and mage in general centric.
Yeah, Ali's gonna have the advantage if Fade, if Fast and Temper land at level 7 and 8. Because he's gonna get charges faster than the red mages do. So, but other than that, I think this is still pretty even. Jaylow's not paying too much of a punishment for re-rolling at the 11-minute mark. Looks like he's only probably, I don't know, 5 to 6 minutes behind now. But without warp or exit, he's going to have to walk in and out of waterfalls. So. Meanwhile, Ali's back on the seas. Looks like going to hit Crescent Lake and then hit Fire and Ice. So. Oh, what a hero run.
I don't know what Ali did, but obviously the game gods blessed her on the open sea and pretty well gave her a pretty easy walk fight, and it doesn't seem like cobras or scorpions are doing too much.
Alright, over Scorpion. Meanwhile, Jaylow in the waterfall now, so hopefully he shouldn't have too much of a problem. He's got lots of nukes and fades.
So we just breached the 45-minute mark, and we've pretty well seen most of the towns. We've seen, well, as far as accessibility right now, we haven't seen much of anything from the prospects of Gaia. But with this information, since you're an experienced runner, how do you plan and plot for this?
You gotta do your incentivized locations first. You want that floater, and if this becomes a floaterless seed, I mean, you're not gonna suffer too much. Both of these runners do, like, class change is gonna be really important for Jaylow. Unless he picks up a Mazza or something. But other than that, looks like Ali's gonna head towards Ice now, or Fire. Alright, let's see where Ali decides to go. He hit Junction Point, and he's gonna go Volcano first. So we'll see, he's gonna dig this out. Probably take down Carry, because he does have the ability to level his spells.
Bullets and hand grenades for days.
Oh, Sphinx is playing with Stone Touch.
And that surprises you?
Scorpion's got glare. There's gonna be nothing good about this volcano on the way down.
No. And it's gonna take a while. I would do armory and yeah. See what comes out of this, because this is okay. Armory has got to have something good. Bane Sword just got it.
Bane Sword will be good. It'll give your fighter something to do. Oh, and a white shirt. Good armor for your white and black mages now. They have the absorb of the equal to the gold Cheerio, plus the white shirt gives you a bit of a gives you an Invis 2 buff if used in battle. So, but they require promotion to wear them. So, if we don't find the floater, we don't get no promotion.
And those two items sit there collecting dust.
Oh no, they'll be used. The white shirt will be used as an item for Invis 2. That's, you always want to see a white shirt, whether you got a white mage or not.
Yeah, but not having it equipped kind of leaves you a bit of a naked white mage.
This is a nice trap pile right here. This is something you can sink your fades into.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some farming going on.
I make a smart play here, warp out of that long walk. Skip those two upper chests, but you'll probably go back for them. There's a ribbon. That's going to make this a lot more palatable now. Yes, put it on your...
Good idea. Very good idea.
A little bit of money, more money. Not checking that trap pile though. I don't know if he's... Oh, 2 ribbons in the armory. Man, that's some bang for your buck in there.
Well, with
Dream exists. This is like one of the top trap tiles you can get. Ooh, they're a little beefy though, and they have trans.
I don't know if I'd farm those with the trance. I mean, that can make one very irritable.
But that is a good trap tile to remember for later on if you need levels.
I agree.
Because I think besides the third eye grind, and maybe the... Oh my god. Was that all 3 ribbons?
Yes, it was. And now the game has kind of turned in Ali's favor as far as equipment. I mean, those ribbons basically shut down a lot of the death touch mayhem that's going to go on in Earth. A lot of the effects that are going on right now, as far as thunder basically coming off those Durwolves. I think Ali's got as far as gear has got it.
Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen all 3 rainbows in a volcano before. Especially in the same spot. Well now, this siege just got 100% easier for AliGerBrap.
And it seems like Jaylow just dropped into the dwarf's cave and seen the meager pickups. Dice armor he's equipping right now, but let's hope there's some consideration for Volcano here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean there almost has to be. I mean he's done Waterfall, he's done Ordeals. Volcano and Ice for the next 2 choices on his list, so he's only about half a dungeon behind Ali right now. But if Ali says white's down here or something, could give Jaylow a chance to catch up, but 3 ribbons, some good armor. Unless Carrie hits like an absolute truck, can't see Ali failing this dive.
I will reserve my thoughts as far as on Carrie. This entire smorgasbord of enemies has been flipped on its head and ripped inside out. And right there, it came up the dragon armor.
There's basically your 4th ribbon. It's more a pseudo ribbon. The dragon armor does give you protection from all elements, like all elemental spells. So, you gotta take this, Ali. Oh man, that's a good tile.
I think Ellie's just wanting to light up an orb, which I don't blame.
Alright, Jaylow finished checking the canary at key loft. I didn't see if he got anything good. Because I don't think Ali checked the canary at key loft yet. We're still looking for 2 loose. There is still 2 loose items on the way out there somewhere. The ribbons are not incentivized, so they don't count as loose items.
So there's one double guarded chest that's coming up here pretty soon. And oh, Oxiel just came up out of Matoria's pocket. So literally, we have a sea shrine opened up.
Yeah, crystal turned into the Oxiel. It's gonna be big. Where did Jaylow get the crystal?
I think that we were so busy and watching what Ali is pretty much picking up and out of the bank of Volcano right now, that I think we kind of it's kind of like this ignored the butter knife that was picked up and everything else.
Oh, I bet you that's one of our loose items that was in the Canaria treasury.
Has to be.
That's gonna be big if Ali doesn't go back there anytime soon. Which I can't see it because he's probably gonna do the entirety of ice. Oh, not too much on these trap tiles and they're in fire, so it's okay. And we got a herb. So we'll see if that'll turn into our floater.
Floater's got to be somewhere. I mean, literally, it has to be.
Well, I mean, Ali picked up the dragon armor and the vorpal. So neither of those can be used by the knight till class change. So you know Ali wants class change right now. I mean, your armor is pretty well set up at the moment. And the vorpal is an endgame sword that can carry you. Alright, he's gonna go down to nukes and fades, it looks like.
Can with a lot of modifications.
One knife for nuke. Oh, big swing with the axe. The light axe is good damage. Got Jaylow picking up his warp and exit spells now, so he is gonna be all set. Oh, he can't learn exit. I just what red mage locked. There is got a bit of HP, but here comes a cheeky quad X. Oh, he's the boss.
So we just found out that the fiends right now are looking a little papery. So with that being said, yeah, Topher's going to be it's going to be mildly entertaining.
I wouldn't say anything yet. See, it's far from over. But Ali's gonna make it to ice now. Well, meanwhile, Jaylow's dealing with these cremated arachnids again. Looks like he's walking towards Crescent Lake, though. Alright, now he's gonna give us our first look at Ice Cave. So we do know they're not. I don't think we've seen anything too dangerous from the enemies in here yet. Jaylow's gonna stock up on some heals before heading for a volcano. So he's gonna get history ribbons soon. He's gonna be extremely happy but extremely mad that the ribbons come now after all the bad stuff's gone. So Ali's got a first orb lit, the fire orb. Jaylow was on his way to light his first, so Ali's probably still maintaining that reset lead that Jaylow did at the start.
True, and I'm also wondering what the ice wolves have. Were they basically the omega of the pack, or were they hiding something?
I haven't seen the frost wolves yet, so I don't know. But they're
we saw
the toughest of the 4 piles of wolves.
Oh, we saw frost wolves for like a split second before Fade just finished it off.
Well, where at? Meanwhile, Jaylow is heading into Volcano. So he's gonna come across his ribbons. Yo, Kenny, what's up, bud? Gonna use the old warp trick. See what Ice has to offer, and we got a rod. So now Earth is on the table. Question in chat, our encounters are unrunnable randomized? They sure are. So you could have imps that are unrunnable. That's never very fun. Our Hydras with Scorch, not too much to worry about there. Jaylow's making his way towards his 2 ribbons.
I'm starting to think that we're going to see a march towards Earth here after this ice cave right now gets settled up with, and just pondering. Is there any chance for some of these undeads to actually kill through the ribbons?
3 in 256 chance for any attack to hit anybody. So just because you got a ribbon doesn't mean you're safe. But look at this trap tile in ice. Sahags. Thank God you went to fire first. That would have wiped you in no time.
And it looks like Jay has found that there's a stash of ribbons, at least 2 of them right now. I don't know if Jay has plans on taking the long way around and picking up the rest of the chest, but at least he has 2.
Sorry, with trance and mute. So right now, Jaylow is in a terrorist stun. That's a pretty good trap tile too, when there's a lot more whiz mummies. Oh, better down. Damage poison on an Asarius. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna be cute. And Squint! Yeah, no, you ain't grinding on these guys. Rodeo.
Yeah, I would just reset.
What we've seen so far. Gerwolves had lit 3. Werewolves had lit 3. Gerwolves had thunder. Zahags have crack. It's just bad. It's really bad. Jaylow takes the white, but he does have the information on his 2 ribbons, so he's not going to step on that trap tile again. There it is, the big stick. And a gold Cheerio to go with it, so that's a good loaded ice cave. I'm just gonna check the trap tile here just to see. Nope, he's gonna exit out right away. So right now, pretty much all the incentivized stuff has been checked. So there's still one loose out there. Making me wonder if that floater is going to be in a box somewhere.
And thank you, Randomizer 3, for sending us your 26th viewers raiding party.
Welcome aboard, Raiders. This is our week 5 match between AliGerBrap and Jaylow7, and boy, it's been a doozy. To give you a little update, every enemy from the lower tier has had something bad. Like, this has been desperate. But the volcano has 3 ribbons. And Jaylow only got 2. He didn't go check the other chests.
And for those of you who are absolute Vorpal fans, you can find the Vorpal in Volcano.
But you find the Masmon in ice, so Vorpal quickly becomes not very useful. So right now, AliGerBrap looking for his boat. He left it a long ways away. So let's do a little bit of a review here. We're still looking for that floater. Ice has been checked, Ordeals has been checked, Fire's been checked, Ruby's been checked, Adamant's been checked. I mean, there's not a lot of places left. That floater could be loose in Marsh. We haven't seen Marsh or Earth yet. But they do have the rod, and Ali has the rod, so let's see if he's gonna decide to do Earth, or if he's gonna... He might do the rest of his key locks, because he missed a few. Alright, AliGerBrap gonna turn the herb in, and what are we gonna get for our troubles? Something we can't do nothing about at the moment. Meanwhile, Jaylow's getting caught with these Sarias again on this trap pile. He does have those 2 ribbons, so it should prevent anything really bad from happening. So you got the rod. Would you actually think about maybe doing the little cheeky Marsh check before you hit Earth?
Right now, the floater is somewhere, and no one's checked caravan. I checked the caravan first. Then if that didn't show up as a floater, yeah, I would be going for full clear on Marsh, just to see if somebody was trolls enough to seat it up inside that holy terror of a place.
Yeah, the mermaids could very well have that floater as well. See if AliGerBrap goes back to Canaria Castle to check those key locks.
So while we're on the subject of the floater, if you don't mind, and since everyone's above ground right now, would it be safe to say that possibly taking a look at a caravan doesn't have it, then going to mermaid doesn't have it, then we know we have to go down into the steep marsh.
Well, if the caravan doesn't have it, we know the floater's the second loose item. Because all the incentivized that we can check are checked. unless the TNT is loose and the TNT turns into your floater. So either way, if your floater is not for sale at the caravan, then your floater is loose. Can't get in the sky because your chime. So right now your chime is either behind your bottle or behind your slab turret. If you look at this the way we're supposed to look at it. Yeah, the only way the floater can't be loose is if it's sold at the caravan. And neither runner has checked the caravan at this point in time. Also, with that crystal loose in the Canaria Treasury, well, I think it'll be a while before AliGerBrap goes back there to get that, so he won't have seat access for a while. Meanwhile, we got a fighter on the trap tile. That's some good experience as well.
I don't think it's going to be a VT that would have for that to happen. We'd have to see a chime in a box.
Yeah, but if we see a chime in a box, that's our second loose. So your floater can't be in a box because there's not 3 loose. So your floater would have to be for sale. Then your floater would have to be for sale then.
And there's no way it's in Gaia. Gaia is airship blocked.
Exactly. So your floater would not be in Gaia. Your floater's not going to come from your bottle or your slab. So right now, either your TNT is loose, turns into your floater, or your floater is loose. But if we look at this at the turn of a coin, your TNT has to be the loose item you're looking for to turn into your floater. So yeah, your TNT is the loose item you're looking for right now.
I don't know if I want to see the TNT loose right now.
Well, it's definitely going to be required, because you can't get your chime without having the floater, so...
True.
Because your floater's going to come from the bottle or slab turn it.
Very true. But if TNT is floating around out there, that would mean that it had to literally, if TNT is it is out there in a box, then it would absolutely have to be turn it into the floater to be able to get access to Gaia.
That is correct, sir. And your floater can't be the loose item in a box because there's not 3 more turn-ins to get your chime, your Opal Cheerio, and your Power Bomb. There's only 2 turn-ins left.
You know, we're selling like an old-fashioned comedy called "Who's on First?"
Unless that crystal was not loose in Canaria Castle. I'm still uncertain of where Jaylow actually found that at. Don't know if our tracker has the eyes and ears on that, but of where Jaylow happened to pick up that crystal.
Save us, tracker! You're our only hope.
They have the rod, and the Oxyale is going to come from, and the Oxyale comes from that crystal.
And rod was an ice cave.
A floating sinker? That'd be pretty, how do you put it? Mathematically impossible, maybe? So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So that vendor item, yeah, because we got the vendor item left, we have the bottle turn in and the slab turn. So if the floater is the vendor item, then your TNT is loose, which is going to lead to your chime or something. So basically that floater is either sitting at the caravan or it's in a box. Or the TNT, I should say. So it's going to be interesting. If the TNT is in a box, then the item could be in Gaia.
Well, looks like Ellie's at level 20 and going up against the mini speed bump that is right before the other speed bump.
4 hit 669 out of the massa. Pretty good shot.
And that chest had the most miserable thing in it, the coral sword.
Actually, the coral sword is not a bad weapon. It's comparable to the dragon and the flame swords, so... And plus, with all the weapon fits it's on, it's actually strong against water enemies.
Never can respect that piece of equipment.
What's on your mind, Jaylow? Sailing back. Looking for your boat there, good sir? Nope, gonna turn to this herb.
And herb turns into a bottle.
So we are a chime away from goal mode here. It's a chime away from goal mode for Jaylow7. Now, this could be a floaterless seed, where that chime does end up in a box if that TNT is for sale.
I agree. But if the TNT is up in Marsh Cave, that might be the last place anyone takes a look.
Oh, I guarantee you Marsh is going to be the last place anybody's going to look. I think Jaylow left his boat behind here, so...
Has anyone seen where my boat is?
I think it's just a wooden stick that you try to smash a plate with, and just the plate gives up. Now he's gonna want... Oh, he's skipping on the edge of his shield. I wonder if this means he's not planning on promotion and hoping that chime's in a box somewhere? Or else there's no reason to pass on that edge of his shield, especially if you're just gonna warp. So 3 more chests here to check. On Earth. There's TOF keylocked. And Marsh. Although, Ali does put a canary and grab the crystal and get the oxy ale, that puts C on the table as well, so... We could have a floater under the ocean.
Literally, I'm still banking on it being in the on the caravan. I don't believe either of our runners are experienced enough to even have it in mind, even have mind to even go there to make a play.
I don't know. Both of these are veterans of the game, so... And me and Jaylow raced in week 1, I think it was.
Yes. No, that was week 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was the week I forgot about the caravan. So for some reason, I don't think he's gonna forget about the caravan.
True. I'm just sitting here like clamoring to find out what is in the caravan.
Here's the purple purple roadblock, but I think it's pretty much going to go down pretty quickly to some fades, nukes. Oh, he's going to try to quake it. No chance. And that's 2 orbs for AliGerBrap. Alright, let's see what he's going to do now. Is he going to make the little marsh dive? Oh, he's going back into Earth. Did he miss a chest? Actually, he did miss a chest. I wonder if he's going back for it.
Well, we've seen crazier locations have game breaking and game making drops in them. So I mean, Earth's not exactly a place that I would seriously discount as being unreliable.
Well, on the vampire floor, there is one room that's way off on the east side that's got one singular chest in it. So maybe Ali missed that one and he's thinking, well, if it's there, I'm in trouble, so we might as well go back and check. It's quick. Or no, maybe he didn't check these 3 either. Oh, I know what he's doing. I bet you I know what he's doing.
Grinding.
Yeah, this was a good trap tile. Oh, down goes the red mage.
Hey, Red Mage, you're not the thief.
No, I think that was meant to happen.
So you're thinking Red Mage is basically believing that he's a thief.
I think you're gonna see 3-man strats now. Okay, so I don't know what I'm talking about, it seems.
I'm starting to see that both of these players are rather hard to make any kind of predictions of. Now I'm just going to sit back and stop.
Jaylow's back in ice.
Zags.
Well, he's not back in ice, he's gonna finish out ice, I guess, I should say. Meanwhile, AliGerBrap is out of Earth, 2 orbs lit, no floater, search over that loose. Where's he gonna go? What's on your mind, Ali? What's on your mind? So he might be heading back to Canaria keylocked here. If he goes back to Canaria keylocked, grabs that crystal, gets the Oxy Ale, I mean, that's gonna open up C. Do you go C before Marsh?
I mean, at least give a hello to the mermaids. Yeah, I mean you could, and I mean literally it's a coin flip right now. I mean literally you can go down the marsh and literally just waltz in there at this point. I mean there's nothing in there that you haven't already seen. But then again, literally, you gotta take into account the reputation of Marsh. Most people are maimed by that place because of vanilla.
I mean, you're level 20. You got warp. You got exit. Nukes, fades. Marsh is a 2.5 minute check tops.
You know, I think I would just to get the terror out of the back of my head. Just drop Marsh
to C or Marsh right now. So only 2 options.
Right now, Marsh is pretty freaking close. Just a travel down south, 2-minute adventure, and you can get that one out of the back of your head.
Yeah, something tells me Ali is going to head for C though. Bulk density of chests, mermaids, odds are better. Excuse me, people. Odds are better, but I don't know if I could get it at the back of my mind. If that floater, if that TNT is down there in Marsh, or even that chime is down there, and your floater is for sale or your TNT is for sale at the caravan, I mean...
We're looking at a 3-hour run.
So we're an hour 22 in already, so let's see if Ali decides to check the caravan while he's here this time.
Check it, check it, check it.
Question in chat, no, PTA, that is the first of our loose. He's not checking it for you.
Excuse me as I bash my head against my keyboard.
Well, it could pay off for him, you never know. And Stun and Sleep at level 7. So it's looking like Fast and Temper hit level 8.
Oh, that's going to be a lean run.
That is nasty, especially level 8, because you're not going to get many charges of it. TNT is going to be loose. Well, no. See, it can kind of work. The TNT is either loose. Your TNT is turning into your floater no matter what. That's going to have to happen. We know that right now. Your bottle is going to turn into your chime. Your bottle slab is going to be your chime and power bonk or opal Cheerio, whatever. And your opal Cheerio could be loose, or your chime could be loose. And that would put your TNT at the caravan with your floater. I mean, so you could do this floaterless. Jaylow's gotta be happy to see that Malamon and that gold Cheerio.
Yeah, the floater, the floater. I mean, right now, the floater has got to be either vendor bound or quest bound. If it is actually a loose in a box, then chime has to be somewhere where it can be accessible.
But think about this. If chime is for sale in the caravan, your TNT could be loose in the sky somewhere to turn into your floater.
Or TNT could be off in the marsh and could be a opal Cheerio turn in, and the floater could be basically hanging out with our experienced chicken.
Yeah, there's still many possibilities for this game to go here. But right now, Ali's doing what most players do. They're going to do the Kraken side first, take out Kraken, light your third orb, and then go back and check the mermaids, so... Because if your loose item pops up on this side, then that saves you a lot of check on the mermaid floor. Jaylow's out of ice, on the sail. See where he's going to head to now.
Man, Kraken, did you actually toss the incentive item someplace else? Because I'm starting to feel that we're not going to find it here.
Well, those lobsters hit that red mage pretty hard.
Lobster, yum.
Oh, there's still lots of chests in the sky yet. This is far from not being here. But I mean, you gotta think, with the troubles both these runners encounter early game, especially Ali, stuck at that Ruby check-in for what, 10 minutes? Couldn't get back? I mean, you gotta be feeling behind at the 126 mark and you're not in the air.
This is kind of a hunt for Red October kind of scenario. I mean, literally, you don't know, you know that your opposition is somewhere out there. You're hoping that your opposition has had as much of an issue with this seed as you've had. And plus, you really have no idea where they are at this particular point. And as far as, well, I can ascertain right now, this is neck and neck. I mean, Jaylow's little venture basically giving up 11 minutes really hasn't bit him in the tails yet.
Well, he's still got all Earth to do, remember. AliGerBrap's cleared Earth and cleared all the key checks, so Jaylow was at least one dungeon behind, so I'm going to guess Jaylow is probably still at his reset behind. He hasn't made up any ground yet. Now, if he goes to Marsh and say your floater's there, then yeah, maybe you can make up some ground all of a sudden. take that.
I'm gonna take a gamble and say that these guys are going to avoid marsh the entire match. I mean, literally, I think we'd have to have Dangwoo actually drag these poor souls into marsh and basically say, "Go find the floater."
We will see. Only time will tell. But the Kraken side of C has no loose.
Just wondering, have you seen Ali actually check the mermaids yet and ask them for any items?
No, we went Kraken side first, so he's gonna take out Kraken, then I imagine he'll go back in and dive the mermaids. Meanwhile, Jaylow is it's out of the menu here.
And we're at a threshold of 90 minutes right now.
Jay's gonna be inert for probably 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Neither runner has seen marsh, well. And we are searching for a loose item still, which could lead to the floater. We still haven't seen our vendor item, which we think is sitting in the caravan, but we could be wrong. And if the TNT is loose, which turns into your floater, then your item could be in Gaia. So that next loose item is going to decide what goes on with this scene. If this next loose item is the chime, and that vendor item is sitting at the caravan, it's got to be the floater. Or the TNT. Because you won't see the Opal Cheerio or the Power Bomb in a store.
Right now, if I were either of these players, I'd be praying that the Opal Cheerio does not pop up on my screen.
No, I think your Cheerio is going to come from a quest. I mean, you're kind of routed to this loose. It's either going to be the chime, the TNT. That's really all it can be. Because if it's not the chime or the TNT, you can't really get your floater. Unless your floater's for sale at the event.
And we also have some slabs right now that could actually, I mean, literally, one can only hope that the Opal Cheerio is locked behind the floater, because if Gaia is inaccessible, and the slab turn-in is inaccessible, then that pretty much says that the chime is somewhere in some box somewhere in this game. And literally, I think we've only gotten through about 50% of the boxes already.
No, we're over 50 now.
Oh, so it might not be so bad. It might actually be a mirage.
Well, if the chime is loose in here, then your TNT or your floater has to be your vendor item. Because the Opal Cheerio and the Power Bomb cannot appear in the store. But if you get the Cheerio or the Power Bomb out of a chest, then your chime has got to be, your floater's got to be, your TNT has got to be for sale there. There's absolutely no other place it can be.
It was horrendous.
The game was amazing. Gerwolves had lit 3, Werewolves had Thunder, Sahags had Squint and a bunch of other garbage. It was crazy. Fire 3, Squint, Cure 4, they had it all. They were just rocking it.
And it seems like some of our bigger trash has been pretty tame as of late. I mean, literally, what we've seen coming up and out of the Sunken Shrine right now has been quite literally laughable.
Yeah, this has been like a complete and utter bust at this point in time. Did he go check the 3 chestway in the back? Oh, no, look at that. we still got the chest on the previous floor to check. There is 4 or 5, so... I think the Geist or the Spectres have damage poison. I think one of them does.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
So far, C's been a bust. It's gonna be a Marsh. Could we have the fabled Marsh play?
Hey, you know my feelings on it. Always go into the ghetto and dumpster dive. You never know what you might find.
See if Ali checks the TFC roll.
What's a dragon sword?
Oh, Marsh will be trivial now. Marsh is a 2.5 minute clear at best. The exit, warp, nuke, spades, 3 ribbons. There's nothing in Marsh that'll touch you. It'd be like playing WoW and you'd be in level 60 going into a level 1 dungeon or something.
It would be kind of like going through Dead Mines as a Nova mage and just boom this area of effect all over the place.
Alright, AliGerBrap has full cleared C and we have 0. So let's see if he remembers about the caravan. Neither runner has been there yet, so we're staring down the barrel of if he goes to Marsh before the caravan and Marsh leads to nothing, how long is it going to be before he remembers this caravan?
If no one takes a look at the caravan, I'm basically going to literally be asking about that. I mean, literally, how can you not remember the caravan?
I did it. Guilty.
You were drunk that night.
Nope, I just made a bad play and forgot. Alright, let's see what AliGerBrap can do here. Looks like he's heading towards... I don't know where he's heading. He looks like he's gonna do Marsh. He's gonna park by the south. Well, alright, if Marsh doesn't have anything, it's gonna be interesting to see if Ali's actually gonna figure out where he needs to go.
Oh my gosh, Ali might actually be doing it.
He is doing it. The fabled Marsh dive.
He's dropping into the ghetto.
Actually, Marsh has been pretty lucrative in these seeds past little while, so... But if he finds, say, the Opal Cheerio in here loose, he's gonna be like, okay, where's my vendor item? So he'll be like, woo!
That would be nice to have happen.
He's gonna go lower Marsh first, so...
And it looks like he's going for the bigger cash. Oh, there's TNT.
Who's TNT? First box he checks. Well, there's your floater. Which means your vendor item is probably in Gaia.
Which would be Chime.
Well, it's the Chime, has to be. There's no way around it, so... Looks like your bottle and your slab are gonna be your Cheerio and your bump.
And if that's not the case, then that means floater has to be in caravan. There's no other area that it could be.
Well, the TNT could turn into the Chime, I guess. If it turns into the Chime, then you really don't need the floater because it's a floaterless seed.
Unless, of course, you just want to go ahead and just grab it, just take a look at caravan, grab the floater, and then go upgrade.
But does he remember the caravan? He's been up on rack area twice now, and he's got it all cleared. Is he really gonna go back? But there it is.
And there's a floater.
But now we can still be rescued if the Chime is at the caravan as the vendor item.
So, can these seeds actually have a vendorless run?
They can, if it's something that you don't need, say the tail. Or say the adamant that turns into the Opal Cheerio. The vendor item won't always be required. But if it's a fetch quest, are you really going to take the chance and leave it there? Probably not. If it's the tail, well, either or, you can do without. But Ali's going to be our first runner in the air at about the hour 40 mark, I'm going to say. Meanwhile, Jaylow coming up on Lich, he's probably going to cut this purple carpet up pretty quickly, I'd say. Map strats, everybody take a drink. That's how it works. That is a drinking game in Final Fantasy Rando. Every time somebody checks the map, you need to take a drink.
Nothing weaker than a tequila.
Jaylow lights his second over at the 1 hour 38 minute mark. And we have AliGerBrap getting in a little tussle before he gets to his floater, but... Then again, the bottle could be your chime. No, the chime has to be in the store. Yeah, the chime is definitely the vendor item. It has to be. So we'll see where Ali decides to go first. He might decide to go to Cardia and promote right away. Check the boxes there. He's not going to the caravan. So... yeah, he's doing promotion right away. So if that chime is not for sale in Gaia, it'll be interesting to see till when he remembers the caravan. Because if the chime's not for sale in Gaia, oh, Jaylow got wiped by something. Must have been a bad enemy on the way out. Alright, Ali's all class change, can use that good weapons and armor. Gonna pop that bottle open for the fairy. Gonna get a power bonk or an Opal Cheerio for his troubles. And there's Temper at level 7.
Fast is level 8.
No, there's still another level 7 shot. No, you're right, it is. Fast at level 8, Temper at level 7. So that's going to favor AliGerBrap here, because he's going to get more charges of 8. I don't even know if the red mages get any charges of 8, to be honest. And it looks like Jaylow's only got 2 ribbons, because he didn't check those upper volcano chests either. So. It's going to be interesting to see how long it's going to take Jaylow to go back to Marsh.
Nah.
Nope, he's going C. And he is going to full clear C, so this is definitely not going to get him any much more ahead. Oh, he's going to check the caravan, though. Come on, Chime. Come on, Chime.
And it's a Cheerio.
Did Ali check the store? I didn't see.
Didn't see either.
No, it's at the caravan. That's where Ali's going now. There's our chime. Now, you see that, you're like, okay, my chime was there all along. If my opponent got that first, I'm in trouble. So if they want the bonk, they gotta follow the slap turn in at this point in time. Now this chime... So this was a floaterless seed. With the chime being for sale in here, this seed is essentially floaterless. But you don't need that TNT now. So Jaylow is in go mode, as is AliGerBrap right now.
Ali has an advantage. She's upgraded. Her, she has white, black, and red mages, and a knight. So on that one, all she's gonna do is just go and find fast, get conservatively use it, and then the fun begins in Topher.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're not gonna see AliGerBrap check any chests here. He's in complete and utter go mode. He's got the Mazmun. He's got good weapons and armor. He's got all the spells he wants. So
the only other case would be basically having the enemies run away from him.
he's level 24 on his fighter. So a couple more levels. You probably want to hit 26 to get that extra swing on the Mazza, that extra hit. Meanwhile, Jaylow was going into C. So he's gonna full clear C because he's still searching for that one. Well, actually, you know what? He's not. He's in go mode. He's probably just gonna go straight through. He's not worry about the tail or the airship at this point. Because he's got a feel behind. He's got the Mazza. He's got good weapons and armor, so he doesn't need the promotion. Meanwhile, AliGerBrap is just blowing by everything. So get your blessed RNGs out in chat, folks. If you want to see a war mech, AliGerBrap will be crossing the Bridge of Destiny very shortly.
Poor Warmech.
And we have in chat that the red mages get charges but no spells at level 8 and 7, or just level 8. Either way, there's no reason for Jaylow to promote right now. So, Bull Runners are officially in go mode, and AliGerBrap has about a dungeon and a half lead on Jaylow at the moment. Jaylow is checking chests, or trying to. There's no chests on this floor, so... Unless he's hoping that loose is in here. There might be an agreed chest along the way.
But as we very well know, there's not anything in Sea Shrine. I mean, pretty much Kraken's running a very poor store.
Well, I mean, AliGerBrap's got 3 ribbons, the dragon armor, the Mazza, the Opal Cheerio. The only thing he's missed is the power bomb. He knows where it's at. He's got fast temper. So will he go for it? Hard to say.
I'm kind of to the point of just saying that this is Ollie's match right now to lose. I mean, the gear is leaning towards Ollie. Ollie's only got a thump Tiamat's however many heads she has in this particular game. I think it's 5, and then moves straight to Topher.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say that the reroll hurt Jaylow, but I don't think it helped him any.
Oh, it's going to hurt. How it's going to hurt is when Jaylow finally figures out, oh my goddess, I actually left fast at level 8 and not able to grab it.
There it is, folks. Chicken, and Ali's taking the fight. Gonna nuke. Drop some fog too. Temper up that Mazza. See what the fighters got. Fog 2 goes off first. Nuke goes off 101. Swing at the Mazza 5 hits, didn't get to see. Fire 3 with ribbons is nothing. Looks like the red mage is without a ribbon. So look at this all out offense now. Tempers, fades, nukes, swings.
Honestly, the Red Wizard can basically just go ahead and put on the Thief's outfit. I don't believe it. I really don't believe he's going to be needed.
Oh, I'm not getting hit for too much, but he's pretty tough. Down he goes. This is going to be great levels for Ali. This has got his levels right where he wants it now.
And he's also probably going to see another level up from whipping on Tia. So we're probably going to see level 28s going into Topher.
You derped, BTA. TNT was loose in marsh, turned into the floater. Jaylow will not be seeing the floater today.
Wonk, 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 wonk. May you try again next time.
So Ali's about to fold up 4 fiends. Tiamat looks like he's got 4 heads from what I see. Either way, it doesn't matter how many heads he has, he's probably going to go down fairly easily.
Now, I can say this much. Tiamat is not a he, it's a she. I know my mythological beast. Sorry.
We're going to have dueling fiends here. Jaylow about to pull Kraken to light his 3rd orb. Alright, AliGerBrap lights his 4th orb at the 1 hour 48 minute mark, and he is go for Topher. He's got the levels, he's got the weapons and armor, he's got the spells, he's got the goods, he's got the gear.
Vert, that was before Bahamut decided to tear away from Tiamat. Since then, it's been he and she.
Jaylow with 3 orbs lit now, just Sky Dungeon left. He is in go mode, so he is going to plow through Sky like snow plow through soft snow. Look at that, Life 2 level 8, and dun 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 dun! Still not fast. Oh, Fast ended up down in the Fane. That one tiny little level 8 shot from the Fane is holding on to the Fast spell right now. Unless it's here. Could be here as well, but I don't even know if Ali's gonna look for Fast. The guy's gonna stock up on heals. So it's interesting way up here. See what he decides to do. Does he want the block bad enough? Yeah, I think he wants the block bad enough that he's gonna make the trip to the Fane here.
Well, I'm starting to think Ali might even believe that Jaylow right now is a wounded deer. I mean, hasn't had the thing yet. I would simply just make sure that Topher was a nice and easy run, and gain the bulk right now might just be what tips it over.
Well, he's level 27. He's got all the armor and gear that makes him powerful. I mean, look at that. He's got ribbons, brocade, black and white shirts. I mean, you know, just don't stop me now. Let's see if Fast ended up here. There it is, boys. Level 8.
As predicted.
And you have 2 charges of it right now. I'll take 1 for Kraken and 1 for Chaos.
Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth.
I mean, the only thing that could possibly stop Ali now is if Kraken comes out swinging like a Mack truck and has 2 double nuclears behind him. I mean, this
that or a tornado hits the power plant.
Yeah, because this Topher's going to have to be really, really insane in order for AliGerBrap to fail. Jaylow is checking the first chest in the sky here, so because he's still looking for that second loose. But he is in go mode, but he knows he might want the floater for promotion, so he might still be dipping the sorted chests he can get here. Meanwhile, Ali picking up the Lock 2 spell, which is very good if your fiends have anywhere near high absorb.
Hey, this right here is showing that Ali actually took some notes and remember that there's some spells out there that would be very useful.
And AliGerBrap is going to be our first runner into Topher at the 1 hour 52 minute mark and 40 seconds.
All right, place your bets if Ali is going to one and done this.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to take a miracle for him not to one and done. Meanwhile, Jaylow is just going to go with the rest of Sky, I'd say. He might pick up a great chest or two, but no, he's actually going to check the greater than less than room. Because he is still looking for that second loose. He is not going to go to Marsh Eater. He is going to be disappointed when he hears that it's landed.
Which one of us should deliver the bad news?
We'll see. Ooh, bad news with poison touch. They got that bad touch. So he took the ribbon off the black mage, put it on the red mage. That's an interesting play, especially since your black mage is rocking the fast. Not even checking the validation chest, just going straight down. Meanwhile, Jaylow is about to give us a look at the greater than less than room here. I think we're already on the lich door running with some Medusas. No stun touch, so that could be troublesome if enough of them show up. And they do have more than one hit, so every hit has a chance to put the stun touch on you.
That can be scary, but with how many ribbons? It might not be so bad.
No, stun touch will go through the ribbons. Ribbons do not prevent touches. So if something's got a death touch or a stone touch or a poison touch, you're still getting hooked with it. That ice sword's going to be a good secondary weapon for one of his red mages for sure.
And it seems like right now, Ali is doing the two-step.
He's got the Mazza, his Sun, and 2 ice swords, so his weapons are good. But AliGerBrap is about to pull the first fiend, Lich 2 here. No respect, just jumping right in. And fade, fire 3, attack the Mazza, fade goes off, 108. Lich swings for a little bit of 4 damage, a little bit of chip damage. Big 316. Ooh, Lich.
Oh, Lich actually survived a round.
And he's got nuke! He takes out 2 of 4. Took out the life caster. Ooh, you gotta respect the Lich.
Lich basically just said, "You're not making fun of me, this seed commentors. I am now taking over and shoving nuke into people's faces."
So that's gonna waste a bit of AliGerBrap's resources too, so that's more Cure 4 and life charges than you probably wanted to use.
Well, you made the point to say that it might take double nukes from Kraken to stop them. So there's a possibility that Lich had nuke. Why not give Gary?
Well,
and Kraken.
Well, there is 3 nukes and 4 nuclears out there, so quite possible that these fiends are gonna rock one of them. Meanwhile, Jaylow checking the chest in Sky, still looking for that loose. Well, if only he knew what we knew.
If he knew what we knew, he wouldn't be running Sky right now.
It's funny he's not using warp though. There you go. You go. Well, and these Agamas are unrunnable. This is going to be a waste of time. And more resources for AliGerBrap.
But honestly, we're sitting here doing the commentation here. Does Ollie really have to basically have run all the time right now? I don't think so. Ollie right now it's got a pretty steady lead right now. As long as she isn't doing any kind of serious wipes, yeah. Unrunnables.
Probably he knows Jaylow's on Chaos right now. Jaylow might have got that chime way earlier than needed. Let's see what Carry 2 has to offer. Looks like he's just going all offense again. Gonna try to lock 2 Carry. Make the Mesman hit a little bit harder without a fast. Oh, paper.
Burn.
We'll never have a chance to see what Carry had now. Alright, now he's gonna move on to Kraken 2.
I certainly think we're gonna have a hero run.
Well, by walking on the tiles, like on the door, like on the row above the door, you don't get encounters on that, and it doesn't up your step counter, so you can walk back and forth across the door all day and you'll never come across an encounter. That's why you see most runners walk along the walls. That's because those are free steps.
Ah.
So if you're ever in a room and you can walk along the bottom of it, like if you're in like a doorway and you can walk on the bottom, you'll never come across an encounter. Meanwhile, Kraken 2, bunch of nukes. I didn't get to see what Kraken did first round, but looks like
looks like the button edge may have gotten touched by a Kraken, but wow, Kraken's just taking damage all over the place.
Wow, Kraken only had less than vanilla HP as well. So far, this Topher has had nothing to stand in Ali's way. Well, I do believe Jaylow is on the Bridge of Destiny, folks, so if you want to see another metal chicken... Nope, he made her.
You know, I think I said this before, that with everything going to the small mobs, as far as irritations, that this might be a mildly entertaining Topher.
We have dual Tiamat fights here. Jaylow taking out TO1 with a nuke. Mazda swing. Oh, TO1 slaps R1. He's gonna fast up his fighter. Carry comes up. Tiamat comes up with stun. No effect. 10 hits, 96. Carry's got some absorb. I mean, Tiamat, that was a bad shot. You better get some lockout. There we go. 10 hits, 440. A couple of crits make everything better. Slow 2 comes out, so that's good to see. So now you know Chaos won't have Slow 2. See, I roll a little high here. He's taking these nukes and fades to the face like a true champ.
Are we just seeing like a max HP Tia right now?
Yeah, he's gonna be up there. Little quad X action. Yes, he was under 300. Alright, AliGerBrap is about to pull the big guy. And I mean, unless Chaos is rocking like max evade, triple nuke, can't see this going bad for AliGerBrap.
Well, we haven't seen nuclear yet at all the whole match, so it could be not triple nuke, it could be triple nuclear.
Meanwhile, Jaylow has all 4 orbs lit, is heading back to Canaria to restock, and then he will be making his first Topher dive.
Unfortunately, literally this is Ollie's match right here to lose. Unless Chaos literally says, no, I'm going to death touch every last one of your members. I don't see this. Literally, Jay's going to be basically making a casual run on that.
Yeah, Chaos is gonna have a double nuke here. Or triple nuke or something, because hitting the defenses up, yeah, barely hitting. It's gonna have fast, power bomb on the fighter. I mean, this is pretty much elementary at this point. Big going out for 86, Lock 2, Chaos, easy to hit. Chaos with Blaze, that's a non-elemental spell that's pretty hard hitting. Oh, 8 hits, 1280. Oh, there's no absorb on Chaos. This one is in the books, folks. Wrap her up, call her a day. Minus 605. Chaos taking it to the face like a champ. Warlock's coming out. The red mage gonna go with Fog too. Temper up that fighter one more time. Should only take 1 or 2 more swings, I would think. Maximum. Temper's going out. 8 hits, 1184. Chaos still standing. Chaos is beefy.
Chaos, you might be a wall, but you're not dealing any kind of damage. Come on. Whoop.
Get your GGs out in chat, folks. AliGerBrap finishes off Chaos with a Fisher referral time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 5 seconds. Jaylow looks like he's going to do a little bit of a grind here on this Zombie Tree Whiz-Bam tile. Can't say I blame him if he doesn't feel like his levels are good enough. This is a great tile to grind on.
So we're going to try to get Ali in here?
Yep, Ali said he'd be in a couple of minutes. He probably wants to take a break after his seed. It was pretty rough off the start, so...
I think I'll go ahead and join him on that break. Be right back.
I'm gonna watch Jaylow finish out his Topher dive here. He's kind of on a stop screen. Okay, Jaylow, are you still going? Do-do-do. Nope, and Jaylow has thrown in the towel. So there you have it, folks. AliGerBrap's gonna move to 2 and 3, and okay, and Jaylow will not be joining us for an interview, but if he might hop in chat. If he hops in chat, feel free to ask him questions, folks. No, you can't instant. You can instant dead chaos. It's a 3 and 256. To quake him, to bane him, to brack him, can be done. I don't think you can quad X him though. Even if he's below 300, I still don't think you can do it. I think he resists quad X. So we'll just give AliGerBrap a few minutes to get in here. He said he needed a few minutes. Jaylow declined the interview. He said he doesn't have a mic, so... Yeah, I don't know much about the intricacies, like what hits what, but just try it. If it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work.
All right. So, are we Ali yet? Do we have Ali here yet?
No, we're still waiting on him. We'll give him a few more minutes, and then we'll probably call it. But...
Did Jaylow forfeit?
Yes, Jaylow did, actually. And I see in chat we have one of our
Hello, Ali.
bad people, whatever you want to call them, I guess. saying there is another race right after this one between Cinema Beat and Grandylicious. And GG Ali,
Thank you.
how'd you feel when that loose item was down in Marsh?
Yeah, you know what? That I didn't mind, honestly. The thing that I really wasn't happy is I didn't check the vendor item in the caravan.
Yeah, me and Q were going back and forth with that for like 2 hours. We're like, you were there twice. Just check it. It's got to be there. And you'd pass it every time. We're like, oh. So what did you think of that early game? You guys run across some bad enemies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times I picked up that adamant chest. I probably picked up 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, you had a lot of trouble getting back from Sarda, too.
With that being said, I mean, early game was a bit horrendous, but it seemed like Topher was kind of a picnic area.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Topher was easy. I mean, literally, Mickey Mouse.
I disagree. I mean, like, Lich nuking me to my face was not fun.
Yeah,
Oh, come on. That was just a little love tap.
And your red mage only survived by like 6 HP or something. That wipe there probably would have given Jaylow a chance to get back into the game had you wiped there. But Jaylow did something rather weird that I'd never seen before. He re-rolled his party at the 11-minute mark to pick up all the fades and nukes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I don't really like not having a black mage because I really want to have fast and temporary no matter what. And temporary, yes, it was available for a red mage, but you didn't.
Yeah, so no, but GG, you moved to 3 and 2. Or 2 and
Sorry, 2 and 3.
So you need to win. So next week you need to win. It's a winner go home situation for you. How are you feeling about next week?
Well, we'll go and we'll see what will happen, and hopefully we can get it done.
Right on. Well, I guess we're going to wrap this up here because there's another match right after us. So, have any final thoughts on the seed there, Ali?
Don't forget to check every item shop, and also I would say like thanks you Kevin McLeod. I don't know how to say your name. Kostewin Ente.
Just call me Q.
And Henry Canuck. For like commentating the series, 7 is for restreaming. And also I want to thank Jaylow. I mean, that was a really hard match. And you know what? I'm just going to advance next week with the casino round, and hopefully it will be a good round.
Jaylow, the floater. Loose TNT in Marsh turned into the floater. You have any last words on the CQ for our runners or our folks?
I really like to see more people actually try the more uncommon locations. I mean, literally, this seed right here is a classic development of don't disrespect Marsh, don't disrespect Caravan. Check every location. Even check your spell shops because you don't know what's going to be, and you could be skipping over something that could really help you out. And in this case, the floater did actually give Ali a chance to basically just breeze Topher. I mean, that was a love tap, sir. Nuke. That nuke was a love tap. It's the only nuke that we've seen during the whole run. So I mean, that was an easy one.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. I am the Hangry Canuck. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Q, our tracker, Kevin McLeod, our restreamer, Cyrnus, our runners, AliGerBrap, and Jaylow7. I hope you enjoyed this match, and stay tuned. There is another one coming up very shortly, Cinema B, and can't think of any other name now all of a sudden, but there is another match coming up, so stay tuned if you like your Final Fantasy Randomizer action, and hope you all have a great night.